Happiest of holidays, my dearest listeners, for those in the States. Happy pre-Thanksgiving, since that is next week, coming up fast. For those who are not in the States, happiest of earliest of Christmases to you. Announcement time. It is Shall We Talk Tea and Scones Sundays with Frau Jacobs, your host and head creative of the Faithfully Yours Mozart series. So, since the last update, a lot has happened. I was unwell and then had a week where I was casting left and right, as usually happens once in the blue moon during the period in which I am casting for audio productions, as such things go. But with this one in particular, this one is specifically related to Faithfully Yours Mozart, and not a new direction for the series, because we are so close to the finale of the courtship audio drama, which is happening in January. There will be 2 new episodes, and then a little bit of a hiatus for some wisdom teeth recovery that I will be doing as much as I can to get things scheduled ahead of time. But of course, one of our actresses currently is in need of a mic, so there will be another little hiatus in January, but not to worry, it won't be very long. You know, we're gonna go into the new year and figure things out. But there will be 2 new episodes. One is scheduled currently for January 1st. I will keep everybody, of course, posted when the second episode, episode 13, is scheduled, of course, to come out as well sometime in January. I don't have a date just yet, but that's planned. As of for what's left of the rest of the year, the series will continue to be on its hiatus, of course, as mentioned, until January, but there was a gift coming. If you would like to check out our last episode, there is a preview of the up-and-coming Christmas special, Faithfully Yours Mozart, Kindest and Compassion. A beautiful narrated short that I am so happy to announce will be the first of the Faithfully Yours Mozart audio works to be monetized. So, how is this going to work? Well, there will be still the free version. You'll still be able to listen to Faithfully Yours on all the necessary channels, from Spotify to Good Pods to Apple Podcasts to Audible to Amazon Music and beyond, as you can find out, or you can listen to on our website. Please, of course, check out the link in the description below for the official Faithfully Yours Mozart website. But beyond the websites, and of course on my author's website, you can also listen to the show if you so desire. Either or, you can listen to the show on the website, or you can listen to it on the aforementioned services. But there will be a paid option, and this paid option, as much as the merch on Redbubble, is meant to be specifically used for the investment into the future of the project. So, how much will it be? Will it be too expensive? I promise you, no, it shall not be. It is going to be priced at $10.99 USD. I believe that's quite reasonable in today's society as we do live. Prices are out the wazoo for many things. $10 is not that much. There are audiobooks that go for much, much higher, trust me. So $10.99 USD, almost $11, will be the price tag for Faithfully Yours, Mozart, Kindness and Compassion, an audiobook short. And every time you make a purchase, the money will go directly to me, Faith Jacobs, and will be utilized, hopefully, if enough is accrued, to invest in the future of further audiobook productions, including Faithfully Yours Mozart Loves Enduring Symphony and Faithfully Yours Mozart Loves Everlasting Courage. But these things cannot be possible under the current circumstances as they have unfortunately been. It is no secret, I do not hide it, but the first season for, I suppose the first book, was done the way it was done without compensation due to financial stipulations and things that I had been trying to fix for a very long time. That's a whole other story. But it is not because I do not believe in compensation for the actors who were so a part of it. I am more than grateful that those who came along were able to do what they have done for this project and for this show, and that those who have remained most committed, they know who they are, and they are with me on the long haul for this journey, want to continue to do more. They want to see these books get their dues as much as I want them to get their rightful dues, and I want them to have the impact that they can most have. But the way things are, and it just being me at the helm, no, I do not hide this, I will not hide this, and I will not hide behind the false idea that I must market myself as not having any help, or having a help that doesn't exist. I do it all myself. I have done the editing and the marketing and the casting and kind of everything for the last, goodness me, 9 years that I've been at this sort of kind of production. It's only that, I'm so grateful, of course, for the skill set that I now do have, because I have done it myself, and I will continue to insist that I am the creative and the cover artist and of all the thumbnails and the marketing and the book covers. I will never allow anyone else to be my editor in relation to my writing. But what I might do is invest in help, at least in regards to professional equipment, or maybe even the means to hire out a studio space. And there are things that could be achieved, if the money just starts to roll in. But of course, it's going to take a lot of hammering away. Like Poldark to the coal mine, to the copper mine. It's going to take a lot of hammering away at this particular investment. So, the Faithfully Yours Mozart Kindness and Compassion audio short is the start of that. I'm looking into recording possibly Maestro's best friend, myself, in the best and most professional manner that I can. Hopefully maybe get Aaron Ralph on board for that. I can always, I intend to bring up the subject matter to him as he voiced Wolfgang. But if not, I can read it myself. It is not a very long book. It is only 4 chapters, and it is for children. So it is a simplified take on the story of Mozart. However, in the manner of speaking of things, this Christmas special, things will not be changing. You will not have to, there is no paywall for subscribing, rating, commenting, liking, sharing, and doing all the necessary things that one must do in order to help get a podcast like this to skyrocket. But to hopefully invest in the future of Faithfully Yours Mozart, that is what the special will have an option for you to buy it and contribute to its future. The future of this series. If you so enjoyed Faithfully Yours Mozart and you want more of it, I now have the means to finally invest monetarily, at least speaking, through buying merchandise. If you want to support us by buying the merchandise on Redbubble, that will directly, again, go to me. If you want to support us by buying the audiobook short or by buying the audiobook of The Courtship in full, that will be coming next year as well to Spotify for authors. That'll be $18.99. That is a set price. For a Regency, self-made Regency era book. So, that is sort of what is happening right now. Is everything is on par. It is set up to be listenable on all the regular channels, but hopefully through this monetization and the proper tags and good listenership to make it purchasable, we may yet be able to invest in the future production of the rest of the series that follows book 1, because again, Faithfully Yours Mozart is a series of books, and that's another way that you can help to support the future of not only me as an author, but of course the future of Faithfully Yours Mozart and what it can do. You can leave reviews. We are on Storygraph now. You can leave reviews there. You can purchase Faithfully Yours Mozart on Amazon.com. Yes, I know, Amazon. If you can get past the fact that it's Amazon and just simply support the small creators that are on there who happen to, like me, who this is the only option that I have, that would mean a great deal. To, the 4-year anniversary editions are coming out in December. So 1 more month, December 9th, are the 5x83, I keep saying 83. It's the 5.8 times 37 edition, 837 edition. So there's smaller books, they're handheld versions that you can buy, or you can buy the standard edition. Those are 6.83. Or you can, be kind and you can support the disability print versions, which are a touch bigger. But there are 3 versions of at least the first trilogy out there. And then, of course, I would be remiss if I didn't say that, the story will continue in the next trilogy, which is known as Forever Your Constanza. I do not have a date to when that will be out. It took me 3 years to write Faithfully Yours Mozart, The Courtship. It may take another 3 years to write Forever Your Constanza. Or less. It just depends on how writer's block goes and other factors in my life. However, there are many ways in which you can support Faithfully Yours Mozart this coming holiday season. I know that Amazon is having its Black Friday right now. It started on the 20th. I don't know when that is going to. Maybe it will go until the 28th after Thanksgiving here in the States. But if you'd like to buy that during this time, that would be a wonderful gift. If you'd like to buy it in December, that would be also a wonderful gift when the 4-year anniversary editions release. That would be wonderful. So, the bottom line. There are many ways that you can support Faithfully Yours Mozart. As I was saying, reviews on Goodreads, Storygraph, reviews on Amazon if you can, reviews, comments on YouTube, boosting its ratings on Goodpods, sharing it, listening to it. Podchaser allows for reviews and comments too. There's many, 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 many ways to support Faithfully Yours Mozart. And with that, I will say happiest of holidays to everyone. I hope that the rest of this year treats you well. I hope that the new year also treats you kindly. And that if you have enjoyed Faithfully Yours Mozart, please consider exploring all of our links below. There are many places on the interwebs now where you can find Faithfully Yours Mozart. And getting it to have some traction, good traction, positive traction, I hope, would be very kind. So, until then, dearest listeners, kindness is the mark of a great soul. I bid you adieu, and be on the lookout For faithfully yours, Mozart, kindness and compassion.